Hello, I'm Corey, physiotherapist at New Body Synergies, and I'd like to take this opportunity to talk to you about the spine. Now, we all know the spine through feeling, but not with movement. So let me demonstrate what we can do to help our spine move as a whole to be able to address lower back pain, sciatica, upper neck pain, pins and needles in the legs, pins and needles in the hands, using this exercise called the cat and camel. Let's bring you in to all fours, okay? Now make sure the positioning is correct right off the bat. So let me show you and talk to you about a few pointers. Shoulders down, elbows away from our thigh. Pressure should be directed straight into the heels of our hands, and we need to constantly be pushing ourselves away from the floor. The knees need to be slightly forward in front of our pelvis so that the back remains open. Now, the coordination of our breath is very important. When we are developing the cat, which means bending our spine, what we need to do is we need to breathe out. By breathing out, it will then create activation of our deep muscles to really help open up the vertebrae here that we all need to as we compress that in our daily sitting positions. So we can start with the head, pull the chin down towards our throat, push down into the floor, move our shoulder blades away from the movement, and start to integrate each and every vertebrae into this movement, and breathing out, pulling the tailbone in between our thighs to create the biggest and steepest bend that we can create to help keep each vertebrae open. Holding that position for a few seconds, we begin to go into extension. So what we need to do with that is we need to start to get our breath in as we slowly transition into the camel position. We begin by pulling the tailbone up towards the ceiling, work our way through each vertebrae all the way up to our necks, making sure that the crown is pulled further away from our tailbone. Just imagining and visualizing that will help create deeper stretch experiences. Make sure you're pushing against the mat and you're moving your chest bone away from your pressure point, your anchor. This will create a good deep stretch and activation of the deep muscles and the muscles around the shoulder blade to create sustainability and stability. Once we start to learn how to move the spine in coordination, we'll be able to not only help nutrition the discs that are found in between our vertebrae, but help create space for breath and stretch those deep ligaments and muscles that we all compress in our daily lives. Hope you enjoy this exercise and hope it gives you some relief that you much deserve. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.